Welcome in, Meta fam. We got an action-packed video, so make sure you watch this to the end. First, gotta give you a huge shout out here to Bam Investor on Twitter. He has this post, says, great example of a well-organized, smart, and efficient group of investors. MMTLP, keep hammering them with the truth. Go here and look at Bam Investor. He has over 100,000 followers here on Twitter. So thank you again for your kind words and support there, Bam. We truly appreciate it. And this is in response here to John Berta's post, questions I have sent Finra, and he gave the email here to Yvonne Huber at finra.org, and will continue to do so on MMTLP till they respond. And he tagged Ham Short Killer and CV Payne and this Suzanne lady here. Go here and look at this picture here. Here is the questions. So let's go over it. Number one, who was involved in the decision-making process to halt the stock using a U3 code? That is a fantastic question. We would love to know the answer to that. Number two, were any broker dealers, DTCC, AST, market makers, or other members of the firms consulted prior to the decision? Another fantastic question. And number three, was DTCC consulted specifically? Interesting. Number four, what was their determination based on their internal records using CNS and NSCC lending pools? This is the information we would like to get, guys. Is this stuff that they only have access to and we don't? Number five, how did they arrive at that determination? Number six, how many shares were moved by broker dealers into obligation warehouse? Number seven, what was the extraordinary event that caused the U3 halt designation to be triggered? Number eight, have you had any communication with the OCC and why they allowed short shares to not be settled at the merger of TRCH and MMAT? Now we're getting into some juicy stuff. Number nine, how do you hold a share short in a private company? That's just like breaking the law right there. That's breaking the law right there, number nine. Number 10, why were the short positions not settled? That's a straightforward question. We'd love to get the answer to that. Number 11, do you have accurate accounting form from all 105 broker dealers who had shares on record with the DTCC showing their long, short, and IOU positions naked? Oh boy, they'll never, and there's not a shot they will ever, they'll never, answer these questions. Do you have all broker to broker clearing records, ex-clearing from all member firms? Have you requested the information? Number 13, do you have all the sell tickets from all 105 broker dealers dating back 5 years on TRCH, MMAT, and MMTLP trades from all member firms? If not, how are you going to accurately investigate what happened? Isn't this your role to oversight in this matter? Man, those are some awesome questions. If we can get the answer to just a couple of them from Finra, that'd be fantastic. But I'm not holding my breath. We know that they'll just probably dodge it and ignore it, but these are the questions we would like to see get answered. All right, also here, great post here by Faulkner here. And here it says, this is brokerages that's going to try to charge you for transferring your shares. And he has right here, from the actual filing here, guys, and he has it highlighted here. You can see here, back when it was filed, that the distribution agent will distribute our shares in book entry form, and thus we will not issue any physical stock certificates other than upon request. We expect that it will take the distribution agent up to 2 weeks to electronically issue shares and common stock to you or your bank or brokerage firm on your behalf by the way of direct registration. In book entry form, you will not be required to make any payment, surrender, or exchange your shares of Series A preferred stock or take any action to receive your shares of common stock, although your Series A preferred will be canceled as of the distribution. So right there it is, guys. Right there it is. You will not be required to make any payment. So this goes into interesting points here because now we got E-Trade is charging $500 to get your shares transferred to AST. That's a total ripoff. That is a total ripoff right there. There's no way it can cost them that much. Because, I mean, as we said here, TradeStation is doing it for free, guys. TradeStation is $0. Now, I had a phone call. I did not record it. I was at work, called them on my lunch break. TradeStation told me that that's going to happen automatically. And still to this day, it has not happened. They did say it'd be sometime this week, maybe early next week. So I'm going to give it to next week. And if it doesn't happen, I'll give them a call. I have not called anyone and been, I guess you want to say ignorant or rude or, mouthing off to any of the representatives. I haven't even called Fidelity because I know what they're up to. I'm holding those shares to see if they ever go trading or see what happens with the Rosa lawsuit. And if they start trading them, if the price goes up, we'll sell those out. If not, I hold them to Nextbridge and I guess I'll pay the $100 and transfer it because I'm going to trust AST holding them if this doesn't get trading. Here we can see first trade, $225 plus $25, a share. A share. Wow, first trade. So, and then here's the $100 to shares to Fidelity. Now, Houston Wade had a video out from his live stream yesterday. Apparently, TD Ameritrade is charging $500 per share to transfer to the AST. That's right, you heard me right. $500 per share to transfer to AST. That's right, you have 2 shares. You want to transfer 2 shares? They're going to charge you $1,000. Guys, if you have TD Ameritrade, can you please confirm that that's what it is? That's what Houston said in his video. And wow. I mean, and like here we got E-Trade's 500 a share as well. And it makes me think that they're going to use this money to close out these positions. Because either if this baby starts trading again and the prices go through the wazoo and the shorts have to cover, and the brokerages here are on the hook to get these shorts to cover. And they have to deliver Nextbridge. They have to do that. Or get us to sell out and close out the synthetics. All right. Here you can see K-Ferg here has the same thing here, that I'm a shareholder of what was formerly MMTLP, now Nextbridge Hydrocarbons. And he tagged Weeble in here on this. I have heard there may be a transfer fee associated with moving my shares to AST when that move comes. However, I will not be paying a fee for that. The SEC approved the S1 for the reorganization of MMTLP to Nextbridge, tells investors not to pay for any exchange or transfer, and that no action will be necessary on part of the shareholders, and instead brokers will transfer shares over automatically. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Any of us informed investors will not be paying that fee. Please pass this on to management. So thank you, K-Ferg, for sharing that information. All right. We got to share this here from Elaine Hensley. He shared this letter he got from TD Ameritrade. Now, we don't know the whole story, but I was reading through some of the comments. But let's read this letter, then go through it. So here it says his name here. You will need to close your TD Ameritrade accounts, dear Alan Hensley. After careful consideration, TD Ameritrade has decided to end our business relationship with you. This means you will have to close your account ending in blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, your account has been restricted to liquidating transactions only, meaning you won't be able to make new purchases, and your account has check writing, ATM, debit card, and other cash services. Please do not use these features as they have been disabled. Your next steps, you have to either liquidate and close your account by January 28th, 2023, or have a transfer in progress to another brokerage firm by that date. To initiate a transfer to another brokerage firm, please contact the firm for the necessary forms and information. If you have not closed your account and do not transfer in progress by the close of business on the 28th of January 2023, we may liquidate your account and mail you a check for the proceeds, or we may issue stock certificates for positions you hold in an account and mail them to you. Because we are ending our business relationship with you, you will not be able to open a new TD Ameritrade account in the future. We appreciate your past business and regret any inconvenience this situation may have caused. Retail risk management. So it does say down here that if he has MMTLP, now this letter don't say MMTLP, but we may issue stock certificates for positions. I find that pretty interesting. So being they're forcing this gentleman to close out his position at TD, his whole accounts at TD Ameritrade, and like, well, we can't close out your MMTLP because it's private. It's Nextbridge now. It's just under a CUSIP number. They're going to give him a certificate, an official certificate with Nextbridge shares. or unless they're going to transfer him over to AST for him, or he's going to have to get that done. So we're going to have to keep up on this situation. I did see a letter out there where Fidelity did the same thing. So just a little word of caution here, guys. If you call up your brokerage, be respectful. Don't be yelling at the poor representative. Don't be cussing them out. You know, I know it's a frustrating time, but you got to remember, the person you're talking to on the phone, like, they're not the ones doing it, guys. It's not that individual. It's not that representative on the phone. It's the back office, like the people you're never going to see or hear from. That is who the blame is. I know we got to get frustration out, but taking it out on that other person on the phone is not the right person. And, you know, that poor person don't deserve that. They're just trying to make a living like the rest of us here, and they're just an employee of the company. They don't understand what's going on here. So I'm just wondering if that's what happened in this situation. Maybe here Mr. Hensley will comment further on what has happened. But it seems like from reading the comments, maybe he got a little irate. I don't know. Maybe he'll leave a comment in the video or on Twitter, and we'll get details. We'll update on that. All right, and I'm going to end the video here for our buddy Tony Market Moves has this post. Great job, everyone. Finra fraud is top hit on the autocomplete when typing in hashtag Finra. Bet they don't like that. Let's make sure it stays on the top autocomplete suggestion. You go into Twitter, hashtag Finra, and number 1, Finra fraud, baby. And Finra number 2 and Finra Foundation. That has to, as you say, grind their gears, because if people's typing in Finra, the first thing coming up is Finra fraud. But it's true. Until they clear their name, it's Finra fraud. They have not cleared any of the situation. They have not came out and spoke upon it, of why they did what they did. And they need to give some answers. And then as soon as they clear up what they did, we'll remove the Finra fraud. We will remove it. I'll even apologize if we're wrong. But we need answers. No one's talking. I will apologize if I'm wrong, but I do believe Finra has some kind of part of this with the Ari Rubenstein and his whole corporations. Someone's working with someone here in this situation. It's a big mess, and time will tell what's going to happen. There was a post out earlier. People still asking when divvy. If you go back to my previous videos, for however long back we've been doing this, I always said my goal was sometime in Q1 2023, before that March 31st, 2023, I'd like to have some kind of announcement of a sale, of updates on the land, of what's going on. Like, you know, Nextbridge now, since we're private, they can just come out and say, like, do we have a buyer? You know, like, they should be able to say that now. They should be able to say whatever they want. I do believe John Berta said that they can have a buyer, and but maybe not announce it yet till all this mess is done. So that could be happening too. I think we're going to get some answers here in the next month or so, hopefully. Well, I think Rosa's case will be the first thing. If that gets approved or denied, and maybe after that, and I know John Berta and them's working on it, the lawyers are all on it. So stay strong, guys. Stay strong. As I said in yesterday's video, I still stay true to this. I'm not putting a single dollar into the market until we get this situation figured out. I will keep saving up cash until I believe the market is corrected. I will not be buying anything. I told you I did a little tax loss harvesting. I sold out of some positions to just take losses on it and write them off in taxes. Why not? I believe the market's not going to recover anytime soon. I believe like the whole 2023 is going to be a good buying opportunity. And maybe in the middle of this year be even a better opportunity to buy some great companies out there. So we'll see where things go. In the meantime, I'm going to wait and see how this plays out, and then I'll decide if I'm going to invest in the market anymore. But I'm still keeping up to date with the news and updates and all that. We're going to put out a video on metamaterials here as well, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you got that bell notification on. Smash thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.